Hi, good afternoon. You can come out if you want to. Hello, friends. Both of my dogs want to make sure they're not missing out on anything with each other. So, today we are going to do some openers for the hips, and we're going to work on stretching out our hamstrings a little bit, and probably a little bit of psoas work in our lower back. So, I recommend having a block or a thick book today, a strap or a belt, and a blanket to pad your knees, and also to roll up under your knees for later. My sweet dogs, can you go lay down, please? Go to your beds. Good boy, Moose. Wookie. Right here. You can lay down right here. My eldest dog, go lay down. My eldest dog, Wookie, he's the alpha of the pack is starting to shift in my house. So the puppy, who's only 8 months old, is starting to become alpha, which we didn't realize was happening because they were both very subtle about it. But now my older one is deciding that he's going into retirement, so he's kind of becoming senile, which is kind of funny. Oh, what is this? This is new. Okay. Make sure you grab some water if you don't have some already, and take a sip of that. We're gonna wait for everybody to grab whatever they need to grab before we get started. But let's see, what do I have to share with you guys? Oh, next Wednesday's stream will actually just be posted. A posted recording. I'm going to record it on Tuesday and post it on Wednesday. So just so you guys know, and same thing with our jiu-jitsu stream. Please follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, all that jazz, Heart and Soul BJJ. And we have a Discord chat, and no one talks in it except for me. But I'd love to have more friends over there. So definitely join the Discord chat. We can talk yoga, we can talk jiu-jitsu, we can share memes. I'm all about sharing memes. You can post your pet pictures. Other than that, I think we could probably get started. I hope you guys grabbed all your stuff. If you're watching the recording, you can pause the video right now. And so what we are working on today is our hamstrings, our hips, and our lower back, and a little bit of our psoas. So you want to block a strap. It could be a yoga strap, or it could be a belt would work just fine. And a thick book would work instead of a block, and then a small blanket to pad your knees, and then to roll up underneath our knees for later. So we're going to start seated today. And we are going to let our palms drop onto our knees. And imagine that we're leaning up against the walls. We stack our head over our heart, and our heart over our pelvis. Opening up through the chest. Softening our gaze. Pressing our palms into our knees. Feeling our ankles press into the earth, our glutes press into the earth. Listening to the sound of our breath. Sukhasana, easy pose. Engaging through the core as we send our posture upwards. Dropping our fingertips to the floor, and we're going to move laterally to our left side and bring our right hand up and over, sinking into that left elbow just a bit so you get a nice side body stretch. Inhaling, coming to center, dropping that right hand. Exhaling, sending that left arm up and over. Still remaining, we still want to keep our posture very straight. Our shoulder is actually back. We're not rounding it forward, but it's open up. We're open through the chest. As we move through the sagittal plane, which is left to right, or left, the sagittal plane is left to right. Hello, loose. Inhaling, coming to center, dropping that left hand. Exhaling, bringing that right hand up and over. You can sink a little bit into the elbow here if you want to. Coming down into your forearm. Finding a little bit faster movement with the breath. Inhale, coming to center. Exhale, coming over to your right side. Inhale, coming up to center. Exhale, sending our right hand up and over to our left side. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, dropping that right elbow. Good, inhale, come to center. And exhale, we're going to work our way to tabletop. If you want to pad your knees right here, you can. We're going to work on some cat-cow. And as we come into tabletop, we're spreading our fingers as wide as starfish, planting our palms underneath our shoulder points. Our knees are underneath our hip points, and we're pressing into the tops of our feet for stability here. Just a little bit. Oh, my friend. As we press up and away from the earth, we're actually pressing into our knuckles, and so our wrists, we're not crashing down onto our wrists, but our knuckles are bearing our weight. Take a deep cleansing breath here. Inhale through the nose, and then the exhale through the mouth with the lion's breath. Good, again. Inhale through the nose, pressing up and away from the earth, not collapsing into our shoulders, but really finding strength and stability. Exhale the lion's breath. Inhale through our nose. Exhale with the lion's breath. Good. Inhale, drop the belly, arching the back, sending our gaze upwards towards the corner of the ceiling. Exhale, rounding through the spine, rounding through the tailbone, dropping our chin to our chest. Inhale, reverse, dropping the belly, feeling a nice stretch there, pushing away from the earth, sending our gaze upward. Good. Exhale, rounding through the tailbone, feeling that stretch in the back. We finally roll up and then roll our chin down to our chest. Inhale, arching the back, dropping the belly, sending our gaze up, opening up through our chest. Exhale, rounding and moving with the sound of your breath. Going at your own pace here, pressing into the tops of our feet. Finding stability. Maybe connecting with an Ujjayi breath here, pressing our tongue to the top, to the roof of our mouth. Maybe rocking side to side here. Maybe being dramatic and taking nice big circles and almost drunk cat-cow. That's how I've heard this motion explained, as we round through and then drop our belly in circles. Switch directions if you haven't yet. But I'm not sure if that's actually the technical term for that. But I like drum cat cow. I think it's fun. It gives this movement a little bit of playfulness. Inhale, come back to center. Soften your gaze as we press up and away from the earth. And take a moment to set an intention for yourself, an intention for your practice. Maybe it's mindfulness. Maybe it's to be kind. Maybe you're stiff and sore and the intention is healing today. My bangs were tickling my nose. Curl your back toes underneath. And inhale, walk your hands back to your thighs, stacking your head over heart, heart over pelvis. Take a moment to readjust if you need to. We're going to rock side to side just a little bit. Really massaging our toes here. Inhale, send our hands down to go up. Exhale, hands to heart. Open up through the chest. Exhale, drop our hands down. Bringing them back to the earth, keeping those back toes curled underneath. We're going to find power through our core. Inhale, sending our hips up and back, downward facing dog. Pedaling it out. Walking our feet together, zipping up through the thighs, pointing our big toes together and turning our ankles out just a little bit, sending our bellies to the tops of our thighs. On your next inhale, we're going to send the right foot up and back in three-legged dog. Exhale, think of coming up and over, hurdle as we draw our right knee to our right elbow in a one-legged plank. Inhale, sending it up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, coming forward, drawing that right knee to our left elbow in a three-legged plank. Inhale, sending it up and back. Exhale, drawing knee to nose and stepping all the way through. In a high lunge, if you need to drop that back knee, you can. Or if you want to stay here, make sure your knee is stacked over your ankle. We don't want to torque our ankle. We want to make sure that we're having a nice foundation here, because if our knee is not over our ankle, we can really injure ourselves. Opening up through the chest, you can let your fingertips hover. You can draw up through the abdomen and place your hands on your knee, or you can go all the way up and over, sending your hands overhead. If your hands are on your knee today, I encourage you to really push up and back. We're going to turn our back foot toward the back edge of our mat, pressing into the back blade. Inhale, cartwheeling our hands up and over, sending our gaze out over our forward arms in Warrior Two. Inhale, drop the left fingertips back towards your left thigh, and send your right hand up and over. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, coming forward, you can either create a brace on your knee as we send our left fingertips open overhead. We don't want to collapse here if you're putting very little weight here. If you want a little more, you can drop those fingertips down towards the floor. Send our left fingertips up and out and send our gaze upward. Good. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, cartwheel our hands all the way forward, planting our palms, turning that back foot, dropping that back knee. And we're going to roll back through that, from that foot, runner's lunge, stacking our hips over our knee here. Bringing our right toes and flexing them towards our knee or towards our forehead. Dropping our forehead down towards our right knee. Taking a breath here. And on the next inhale, rolling forward. Drawing that left, curling those back toes underneath. The left knee up off the ground. And we're going to rock back and forth and send that left leg up towards the ceiling and come down onto our right hand, our right foot. Now if a tripod feels good here, you can stay here. Make sure you're really lifting through that back leg. If you want a little more, you can plant your right hand and start opening up through the shoulder. Pressing up and away from the earth. Exhale, dropping that left hand and bringing that left foot to meet the right. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, rolling up through our spine. Drawing our hip points forward, drawing our navel in as we roll each vertebrae over the last, finally bringing our arms up. Letting your palms draw in, rest at your sides, palms facing inward into Tadasana. Root to rise, drawing our hands out to come up. Bring our palms together, exhale, hands to heart. And I wanted to work on some balancing and strengthening poses today, as well as stretching things out, because it's important to do both. It helps prevent injury and create stability. Inhale, we're going to draw our right knee up to our chest. If you want to flex your ankle and maybe roll it around one way and then the other, I encourage you to do so. Exhale, we're drawing our knee back past our ankle, and we're going to reach around with our right hand and grab the inside of our right foot. We want a micro bend in our left knee here, so we're not locking our knees. And you can take a mudra with your left hand. We're going to send our left hand out as we kick or push our right foot into our right hand in dancer's pose. Not collapsing into that left foot, not clawing into the earth with our left toes, but keeping our chest open, keeping that micro bend, and pressing into all four corners of our left foot here. Excellent. On the exhale, draw that knee back and drop that right foot with control, hands to heart. Root to rise here. Come down to come up. Exhale, hands to heart, and swan dive all the way through, forward fold. Planting the palms, and we're going to step or hop back into plank. Exhale, lower and hover. Planting our feet. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, sending our hips up and back. Hello, Moose. Into downward facing dog. Pedaling it out. Oh, I hear an airplane. Walking our feet together. Inhale, we're going to send our left foot up towards the sky. Three-legged dog. Exhale, we're thinking up and over hurdle as we draw our left knee to our left elbow. Inhale, sending that leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, drawing that left knee to our right elbow in a twist. Inhale, sending that left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, step it all the way through. If you need to drop that back knee, you can. Or, if you want, make sure that that left knee is stacked over that left ankle so we don't create torque. Opening up through the chest, hovering our fingers, bringing them to our knee or bringing them up and overhead. If you do bring them to your knee, I highly encourage you to press onto that knee and press up. You really feel that in the right hip flexor. Pressing up and away from the earth. Drawing our shoulders back, opening up through our heart space. We're going to turn our left heel, or our right heel, towards our left foot and drop and our right toes out. Oh, my knees are stiff today. We are pressing into the back blade of the right foot. Inhaling, sending our arms up and out. Sending our gaze over our left fingertips. Inhale, drawing our right hands up and over as we send our left hands back towards our shin. On the next breath, come forward. You can either come onto your forearm and send those right fingertips up and over, or if you want a little more, you can drop the left fingertips, send your right arm straight up, and send your gaze up. Inhale, coming back up to center in warrior two. Exhale, cartwheeling our hands forward, turning that back foot, planting those palms, dropping that back knee, and we're going to flex our left toes as we roll back through the left heel, stacking our hips, runner's lunge, drawing our head towards our knee. Inhale, rolling through that left foot, planting the palms, drawing that right knee up away from the floor. We're going to rock back and forth. Now when you're ready, send your right foot up towards the sky. If this tripod feels good, you can stay here, or if you want a little more, you can press into the left knuckles and slowly and mindfully draw your right arm up towards the ceiling. Pressing up and away from the earth, drawing that shoulder blade open. Exhale, dropping that right hand, bringing that right foot to meet the left and forward fold. Moose, no toys on my mat. It still counts. No toys on my mat. Inhale, root to rise, coming up, rolling each vertebrae over the last. Drawing our shoulders back, root to rise. Come down to come up, sending our palms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, as we walk our feet together first. Then inhale, we're going to draw our left foot up towards our chest. You can grab onto your shin if you want to. Find some flexion in the foot. Rotating the ankle. Rotate it laterally or away from the midline of your body. Or medially toward the midline of your body. Exhale, draw your left knee past your right knee. We're going to wrap our left arm around and grab the inside of our left foot. Bring our chest up and forward. If you want to take a mudra here, you can. I find it helps with balance sometimes. We're going to, as we extend our chest forward, kick our left leg into our left hand in dancer's pose. If you shake or have a little bit of issues with balance, that's okay, everybody does. It's okay to have a chair to help you practice too here. Exhale, we're going to draw that left leg, that left knee back down, and slowly with control lower back down. My left side's a little bit, it's much less balanced than my right side. And you may find that yours is too. You may find that one side is a lot stronger than the other. Inhale, root to rise, sending our hands up and over, drawing our palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Swan dive all the way through, forward fold. Find a generous bend in your forward fold here and wrap your arms around and grab your elbows. This is going to help stretch out our hips and our back more than our hamstrings right now. If you want more in your hamstrings, you can plant your palms and work on straightening your legs a little bit more. Don't lock your knees, you still want to micro bend. Plant the palms and hop or step back into a plank, sending our hips back. Exhale, lowering and hovering, coming onto the tops of our feet. Inhale, baby cobra, chaturanga, upward dog. Exhale, send your hips back, but your knees still planted on the floor in tabletop. Take a deep cleansing breath in tabletop. Coming back to the sound of your breath. And slowly and mindfully, we're going to move onto our backs. And you can take your blanket here and you can roll it up and place that underneath your knee as we lay onto our backs. Giving our knees a slight elevation. Hello, Moose. This is what he's been trained to do. Pause off. Pause off. Good boy. Go ahead and grab your block here. Lay down. And we're going to draw our knees in towards our glutes, planting them on the ground. We're going to inhale and roll our pelvis up and take our block or book and set it right underneath the sacrum. Letting our palms rest on our hip points or on our belly, whatever's most comfortable for you. And if this feels good, you can stay here. Or if you want to get a nice stretch in the hip flexors and through the psoas a little bit. Inhale, drawing our right knee to our chest. Exhale, sending our left heel out and away and towards the earth, so we have a push and pull here. We're drawing our right knee in on our inhales, and on our exhales we're drawing our left heel towards the earth. Flex our toes. Some good dorsiflexion. point our toes, some plantar flexion. But most importantly, we are moving with the breath. Go ahead and slide that left heel back and gently drop the right. You can massage your hip points a little bit here. Inhale, we're going to draw our left knee into our chest. And exhale, slide our right heel down, pressing our right heel into the earth. Flexing our right toes towards our knee. Inhaling, drawing the knee towards our chest, staying relaxed in the shoulders, relaxed in the face. Exhale, drawing our left heel down and away towards the earth. Sending breath and awareness towards that right hip flexor, towards the top of the right quad. Good. On your next breath, on your next exhale, slide that right heel back up. Go ahead and let go of your left heel. Oh, you're not on my mat. You can keep it. Good boy. Inhale, we're going to roll up through our abdomen. Remove our block. Slowly lower ourselves down. I think someone's telling me he wants to play. We can play after I'm done. 5 more minutes. Okay? You go lay down for 5 minutes? Good boy. Lay down. Not on me. We're going to grab our strap and accept the gifts that our pets bring us with love and affection. We're going to grab onto our strap, and as we draw our right knee into our chest, we're going to wrap it around the right heel and extend our right foot out. We're going to draw our right foot towards, and our right toes towards our head, towards our forehead, excuse me. And if this feels good, you can stay here, but if you want a little bit more, you can grab onto that strap, Moose Snow, with your right hand, and with your left hand, bring it to your hip points, to your left hip flexor, and just like we did with our block, we're going to slide out and extend our left foot. You might feel some prana, some energy, some shake here. It's perfectly normal. It's just saying that you haven't moved or used those muscles in this way very much. Softening your face, softening through the shoulders. Feeling that stretch in the hamstrings. Good. On an exhale, slowly release, drawing that left foot back in, lowering that right foot. And we're going to switch. Inhaling, drawing our left foot in, wrapping that strap around our left foot. And then straightening that left leg up towards the sky. If this feels good, you can stay here. Flexing your left toes towards your forehead. But if you want a little bit more, you can grab that strap with your left hand. Place your right hand on your right hip flexor, your right hip joint, excuse me, and send that right heel down and away. Drawing that right heel into the earth as you draw that left heel, that left foot up. Breathing into the belly. You can massage your hip if you want to. Lengthening each breath out. Good, and on your next exhale, slowly and gently release, drawing that right heel in towards your glute, lowering that left foot towards the earth, setting our strap to the side, and we're going to send our legs out. Now if you did pad your knee here, you can keep that there, or you can bring your blanket even underneath your neck and pad that. You can do it now. Go ahead, Moose. We're going to send our palms out to our sides, face up, letting our legs drop, letting our body relax, walking our shoulder blades underneath our chest, staying nice and open here, softening our gaze. Go to your bed. Just go to your bed. Go to your bed. Lay down. Lay down. Good boy. And as we find calmness and stillness in Shavasana or corpse pose, take a moment to go through your mental checklist with your body, not your day, but your mental checklist with your body, feeling your heels press into the earth, feeling your blanket press into the backs of your knees, feeling the weight of your hands and how the earth feels against them, how your mat feels against them. Drawing our chin in just a little bit. And take a moment to appreciate yourself, to tell yourself how wonderful and amazing you are. To appreciate your own unique flavor that you add to the world. No one else can offer what you have to offer. You are wonderful and empowered. You are capable. Adaptable. You can find calmness and peace and joy in every moment. If you can stay in Shavasana, I encourage you to do so. If you do have to move on with your day, go ahead and turn to your side first. And slowly make your way up. Regardless of where you are, we're going to draw our palms together, draw our thumbs to our third eye or to our forehead. Namaste. The teacher in me bows to the teacher in you. Thank you guys so much for sharing your practice with me. Thank you for sharing this part of your afternoon with me. I really appreciate it. Moose appreciates it. Moose wants to play with literally all of you. He would be absolutely ecstatic. Thank you. As we move out of quarantine and move into a more normal looking society and life, I hope the tools that you guys have gained during practice can stay with you no matter what you're doing, whether it be going back to work or dealing with losing people, like not getting to spend time with people who, as much as you've gotten to, and maybe you are dealing with loss or with hardship. And I hope that this practice really can help you through those times. I think yoga is one of those things that it's the most important when we're not at our best, because it is something that really can benefit all of us in a very yes, physical way, but a spiritual way too, and an emotional way. I think yoga fulfills us on all levels. And so I hope that this practice was helpful for you. I am here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at noon teaching yoga. My husband and I, Chris, we teach Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu every Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. We do have a Discord chat, so please be sure to join that. And if you liked this video and you liked the content, check out our other videos. Make sure you smash that like button for this video. It definitely helps us out. And check out our other practices, yoga practices, as well as jiu-jitsu techniques and the boot camps that we have available. We have a lot of content out, and we would love it if you would become part of our fitness family. Please follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Heart and Soul BJJ, and definitely in the comment section below, let me know what worked for you, what you're struggling with, and if there's anything that you would like to work on. And I would love to tailor some of the practices that I share with you to some of the needs that you have, not just my own. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you. Have a wonderful, restful, and incredible weekend. I will see you guys all on Monday. Have a good one.